Hey, welcome. I couldn't hear the intro. Hey, and welcome, you guys. Pray on it, okay? Either the internet is interneting or the StreamYard is StreamYarding. I don't really know. I don't know. It's just an indicator of this show and what it's giving, okay? What is giving us? It's giving us Netflix. Please do something. As you come into the room, please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Comment down in the comment section. Keep it cute, y'all. Share this video where you share your videos because sharing is caring. And the Cash App and Venmo are there if you want to put a little something in the tip jar, baby. My step here. My gold goblet is back. My gold goblet has returned for us to discuss this show, which didn't give much. But we're here and we're going to make it fun as we can and talk about it. First up, I'm going to bring up my girl, Shayna MCD, y'all.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, let me adjust this thing.
Oh.
Nope, that ain't it. You know what? I'm going to just leave it like that for now and bring up Nita.
It's going to work.
And bring up Nita the Diva.
What's up, you guys?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
Child. This thing is doing a thing like it like to do. Now, these two episodes, in my opinion, did not give that much. They did what they could, but, we got to work with the material we got. So you guys let me know what y'all thought of episodes 10 and 11, starting with Shayna.
I mean, the entire season, I feel like these episodes, it's just something to keep on in the background. It's not really all that captivating, but especially with them trying to throw Charlie and Vince in there, or wasn't it Christine and Vince in there? It's like, okay, y'all trying to make fetch happen. I don't know. I'm like, at this point, we're just gonna get what we get.
They said something's gonna pop off. Something is gonna go right. Something. Nita, your thoughts?
All I know is they pissed me off. I was so heated with mainly the men. I get frustrated with the ladies, but mainly the men just be pissing me off. I mean, I get something out of it. I guess I just don't have the Love is Blind fatigue like a lot of people because I didn't start at the beginning. I kind of came in like at season 7 and kind of worked my way back. So I don't have the fatigue. So, I'm here.
Look, that's more than we got, child, because we is fatigued, we is tired, we is needing y'all to stir it up, okay? And it's like, I think because, and this is where we get into the whole like America's Next Top Model thing, the fans are wanting more. Yes, we want the drama, absolutely, but the whole part of Love is Blind that we also want some couples. Can we get a couple or 2 or 3, which is, about why they threw Christine and Vic on in there, because they said we're gonna have something. We're not gonna have another season where we don't have nobody say I do. So I guess they just threw him on in there, but it just don't even look right. Like we didn't get to meet his family. We didn't get to see they didn't stay at the shared apartments. We didn't get to see their places. So it's like, we still kind of missed out on the experience. So
yeah, them trying to make us like fall in love with this couple, and we don't really know their background. Like, come on now.
They didn't have any challenges. They didn't have any challenges by, being reunited with the people in the pods. They were like kind of separated from. So even if something was to pop off, they weren't even there to even participate in anything.
No.
I mean, it just felt like exactly what it was. Y'all just forced them in the end, and then you expect for us to root for them. It's like, okay, good for them, but who are y'all?
Who are these people? So season 10, episode 10 is titled Vanishing Mode, baby. I guess let me get throw a little something up there because this was absolute chaos. They gave us a recap at the beginning, and I was like, at first we got the I love yous and everything like that. But then as we got towards the end of the recaps, it was just everything was starting to fall apart, baby. I was like, this This is looking like their worst hits. This is looking like the beginning of the end. Like, you are telling us already these couples are not about to make it, at least in my opinion. So we still over at this doggone mixer. Hold on one second, y'all. The timer is just going off. So Alex, and his little thing is like, oh, he likes this. These are the worst hits. He likes Dark's features. That's what he's telling to Brittany. Bree is over in Chris's face. Connor is thinking about his number 2, and then asking, "Do you think we have a good physical connection?" And on and on and on. Hold on a second, y'all. Y'all can talk about the because my child obviously ain't gonna get that timer. Let's talk about the intro real quick.
Go ahead, Nina. I don't have no thoughts.
Dang, go Shada. Okay, well, the mixer, like she said, is chaos and confusion. It is like, first of all, how about Tyler? She didn't even show up, right? It's this Kia there, right? Or is that Tyler?
Yeah.
Kia didn't show up.
Yeah, Kia is the one who showed up, which I'm like, yeah, did we even see her? But Tyler said on the interview she didn't get invited, which I find that hard, because why wouldn't you invite both of them to have some drama?
Wow, right. I thought she just declined.
Maybe at the reunion we'll see something, but by then it's going to be stale.
Yeah. I think the thing that really took the cake for me, when you remember when we first got on, I was getting my first thoughts. The piss me off, heavy on the piss me off, is Chris and Bree. This foolishness, I was lost for words, and the fact that she ate it up, I felt like maybe they didn't show what she said. I feel like he was laying it on real thick, right? Misogynistic, very toxic masculinity, which she called alpha male or whatever. He was laying it on real thick, but they never really showed her responding to it. I think she just said, if it's not Connor, it's nobody. But we did see that she ate it up, because she was saying the same exact things when she was talking to Connor later. But I don't want to put my track shoes on, but girl, they pissed me off. They pissed me off. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I feel like she was eating it up until Chris made that comment about we could have been friends with benefits. And then it was a wake-up call, like, oh, friends with benefits. Well, then it's Connor or nothing. Yeah, it's Connor or nothing, because, he didn't want nothing serious with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, she took all that to heart. So yeah, he's, like the ladies were saying, we're at the mixer. Chris is still in Bree's face. And she's trying to kind of saying that she thought that him and Jess were solid. And she's like, why didn't you say this when we were in Cabo? I'm like, AKA when you were in his face, when you wanted him to give you all that action and he wouldn't give it to you. So he says, so then he tries to stir it up and says that Connor chose his number 1 because Chris told him that Jess had made him her number 1. Like, he, giving a little sneaky, I'm a lie, and mix it up and try to cause y'all some trouble. And then, like the lady said, he started running his mouth about wanting to take her to the 4 seasons. He felt like they would have been F buddies. And I said, yikes, but there it is. And then that's when she said she wouldn't go through the experience with anyone but Connor. I said, yeah, womp womp, baby girl. That's exactly what you got, child. Hey, Crystal Ruby. She said,
hey, Crystal Ruby.
Bree was flattened. Yup. She felt like, oh, some other guy likes me. And there's no 4. It's no 4 seasons in Ohio anyways. Just flexing and lying, child. Maybe he's gonna drive over the state lines. Yikes. You hate Sarah. So you ladies talked about that already. There's anything else you want to add, Nita? Or that was it? That was all about him pissing you off.
Yeah, I did notice that Vic and Christine actually showed up at this particular mixer. I guess uneventful. I don't remember anything happening with them.
There was in the background the biggest thing was when Jordan said something to Vic and got Amber all pissed off. That's the most you've seen of Vic.
Oh, right. That part. Now, Shayna and I was having a conversation about Kevin, and
Mhm.
are we did we say this is Tyler or is this
That's
Kia?
Kia.
Yeah.
That's Kia.
This is
Tyler
Kia.
wasn't there.
Okay. Okay, Tyler didn't even show up. And Shayna
Mm.
said that she don't even think, or she heard in the interview that Tyler wasn't even invited.
That's what she says. I still have to go. I still haven't watched it because
Yeah.
our well, she's not pregnant no more. She had a baby. Our little friend over there, AD.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but yeah, that's what I heard that she wasn't invited.
Yeah.
I was shocked and surprised because I'm like, y'all. I thought y'all was trying to be on the mix up, but
Yeah. That was a pretty good interview. But she said,
unless
because
they
AD
was
was
worried
like,
about her being volatile, I don't know.
AD was like, "Are you sure?" Because AD couldn't believe it. She's like, "Did you check your spam?" Like, she's like,
Right,
"Yeah, I didn't do anything."
Right.
I'm laughing at
Right,
her
because
because
that's the drama. That's the point of inviting Kia and Kevin. Other
right.
than that, there's nothing for them to say.
And they usually be going signed up for it. So yeah, he was there, and Kia was there. Um, and it looked like he tried to have a one-on-one with her, and then ended up sitting and talking with the ladies. But I mean, it didn't really mean nothing. I thought we was gonna get a little bit more out of the conversation, but we just kind of got him talking about his connection with the two women and how Kia was opening him up to love and blah blah blah. And the ladies was like, yeah, you know, and what do? You protect it, but she chose herself, and he said as she should, and he apologizes, and that's all we really got out of them. I was like,
yeah,
womp womp. We
they had
could
to
have
pick
used,
one of the two. I think they should have picked Tyler. I think she would have gave a little
yeah,
more.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
because
laughing at
Kia
Chris
is
Ruby's
always
comment. She's not
because
calling Chris a
Kia is
walker.
always giving calm. And then Chris has over 80,000. Ooh, failed payments. Oh my gosh, not a walk-in fraud. Yikes. See, I haven't been doing my, usually I'd be on my social media and getting all the backstories because they said Devontae's girlfriend said he ain't had no money, and I just haven't even been keeping up with it, child. I'm gonna try and get caught up on them by next week, and if there's anything interesting to share, I'll like because I'll be sending Shayna sometimes some of the TikToks, or the one lady did the research on Alex, who's had the wrong numbers for his grandparents' child. It just a mess. So we got Priyanka and Ashley are speaking, and Alex comes over. And then we find out that Priyanka and Alex met in Chicago, and then she ran into him in Austin. She's like, "Weren't you looking for a place in Austin?" So Ashley's confused because she's like, she don't know nothing about that. He said he was staying with his ex. And then Priyanka just keeps chiming in the conversation, and it was all confusing, baby. The timelines was off. It was all a mess. He's just lying and lying as fast as he can. As fast as she's asking the question is as fast as the lies coming out of his mouth. And I was like, why does Priyanka know so much? Ashley was definitely annoyed about that one, baby. Any comments on Shayna on Priyanka and Alex and Ashley? Nick looked like they was making poor Ashley's head hurt.
I mean, I appreciated that Ashley was, calling him out on the lies, like her daddy tried to warn her about. But later on, she lost me because it was like, yes, girl, get him. But then I'm like, okay, well, you didn't fall for the okie doke, did you? And I was with him. He was like, Priyanka, this is between us. Because I was like, how long is she going to sit there? Like, you have been sitting here for a minute. You can leave now, sister. I mean, we got what we needed. Like, we know he's a liar. I mean, Ashley knew in the heart of hearts, even if this conversation didn't happen, she knew he was lying about that whole ordeal. She called him last week in one of the episodes. So it was like, you already know that he's a liar. I don't know why you want to go forth with this. Like, you can walk away now. You don't have to wait till the end.
Right.
She was like, Austin, wait, this is a whole new lie today. Which lie is this?
Sorry, y'all.
He's exhausted. Anita, you got any comments for these three, or Alex and his foolishness? She's like, nope, he just be lying, child.
Just lying, right?
Him lying to my daddy would have been enough for me to say no.
Right. He got a problem with honesty. Okay.
And that's what.
And he was disrespectful though when he was like, "Oh, do you need me to let you know when I jerk off?" What? Now you can't disrespectful now. Like,
right.
That language is getting real. I said, ooh. And she was like, I need to know all of that.
Right.
So Chris and his funky behind goes over there and pulls Jess for a chat. And, he's making a little small talk, telling her, oh, you look good, asking her about going back to work, which when she asked about work, she was about to lose it, child. And then he's talking about, you haven't texted me. And she was like, excuse me? I don't know what she would have been texting him for, but apparently she had. So she's kind of just saying, he's like, oh, I know you hate me. And she's like, no, I was really hurt. And he's like, oh, well, when are you available so we can chill? And she's like, you had your time and that is over. And I said, hallelujah, because please do
The
not let
audacity.
this man continue to play in your face.
Right. I'm like, the audacity.
Absolute audacity.
I, I,
Any
I,
further?
was, I was like, what was he expecting? I'm so confused. I'm just like, what exactly was he expecting? Got his arm around her after he done broke her heart, and then kind of got played to the left with Bree, and now he's circling back. Boy, if you don't get the out my face, he pissed me. I'm telling you, he pissed. He
He
pissed
said,
me
let
off.
us spread this camera time and get what we can get, child.
That's just how men are. I feel like in a real dating scene, it's like, oh, let me just see if the door's cracked, see if I can spin a block. Like if there's any opportunity, since he got played from Bree, it's like everybody's seeing you over there talking to Bree for 45 minutes, and now you're gonna come to her as an afterthought, your actual fiance or ex fiance.
That's crazy.
Right.
Standing up in that lady's
He was
face.
actually acting like he was dating her, not like they were fiancés. Like even the conversations, like I'm like, are you comprehending like the stuff even that he was saying to Bree? Like, don't you know she has a whole fiance over there named Connor, your friend, your buddy, your pal,
Right.
whatever.
Hold on, I say after he was dapping him up. Oh, he know.
That was crazy. I
Jerk.
was confused.
Jerk, he didn't care nothing about Connor or his feelings. He was F your couch on Connor's feelings. So the fellas are over there talking. This is like the one of the rare scenes that we get to see Vic say something, because Jordan was kind of talking about his experience and kind of talking about because he asked if he met Emma. Vic asked him, he said no, just her dad. And he was saying, it's scary thinking about, building a relationship, because he's got to build a relationship with Amber, and then, you got, a kid to worry about. That's a whole nother person. So Amber overhears him talking about, you can bail at any time. I was like, Amber, did he say something that we didn't hear, or was that it? Because if that's all he said, I was like, he can't be scared. You should be worried if my kid don't like you. But baby, that was just my opinion. Anything else on the mixer? Because we're gonna move on over to these couple of after scenes. Did y'all think that Amber was overreacting? Did they cut something out? Do you agree?
I'll touch on them when we get to them, because that whole
Right.
thing.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think we
Okay.
get there yet.
All right. So Ashley, she asking him questions about this relationship in Austin and this travel nurse. Baby, we ain't getting nowhere. He said he happy, the lady happy, and then he just ignores her. It's like, you want some nuggets, some buffalo sauce, some honey mustard. I was like, that's all it takes. I think the lady was just honestly just physically exhausted at that point, because she was like, yeah, just let me put something on my stomach, because you just been lying and I ain't been having nothing to eat and I can't take it. Jordan tried to talk to Amber that night, but she didn't want no parts. She was giving him a good old silent treatment. I think we're a little too old for that. I mean, for a minute to gather yourself, like, let me give me a minute, go to the bathroom, catch my breath. But she was not trying to hear him look like that day and probably into the next day. And he said he was just scared and expressing his concerns to the guys. Then we go over to the big scene of Bree and Connor talking about the text, and him asking, Chris asking why she didn't call. And she goes into the conversation about, him asking if she finds him attractive. And then she asked about, did you put, Chris said he put Jess at number one, which caused, the whole little spiral thing. And he was like, no, Chris is just starting trouble. Like, you were always my number one. And he's just doing what he do, because that's Chris, child. And then Chris is starting to send vanishing messages in vanishing mode on IG. I said, not you sending the vanishing mode messages. Like, you a real creeper. But she decides that she's going to ignore it. So any thoughts on Brian Connor's conversation or Ashley and her exhaustion with that man that he just be talking, y'all. He be making my head hurt. Nita.
Same, just making my head hurt. Like I feel like they just going in circles. It's a mess. The whole vanishing mode, like he is like relentless. Like, what are you doing, sir? Like, no. Like, I don't know. Like the vanishing mode is giving me like maybe some kind of indication that she might have, like, I feel like it might have been edited out. Like she might have been giving him something. She was just looking at him, like she wasn't like shaking her head. No, she just kind of was just looking at him in his eyes and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, what is that look for? And then of course when he said something about the Four Seasons and F buddies, I was just like, oh my god. So but I still feel like she was eating it up. I no matter what, I still feel like she might double back.
Ugh, the embarrassment. Now he called you an F buddy and you double back. Look, I'd have let him double back before that, but once you threw the F buddy in there, I'd have been like, is that really what I wanted to be? Because I thought you was taking me seriously and finding me pretty, and you wanted me to be your wife, and you just want to smash. Yikes. Shayna, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think because he said F buddy on camera, she may not allow him to spin a block. Otherwise, I'm sure she was about to run back over there. I just didn't like how she tried to downplay the conversation with Connor. Like, yeah, you left out the part where you was eating it up. Like, you didn't mention that she was letting him go on and on and on for hours and hours before you finally put a stop to it. So, I mean, you want to rewrite history and act like, oh, I told him it was Connor and nothing. Oh, please.
I'd have been like, and what was the other 46 minutes of conversation that y'all had?
Right. He's like, I mean, I would have been like, well, I was there. Y'all were talking for quite a while. Like, were you entertaining it? But Connor don't got no backbone, so.
Oh, poor Connor.
Poor Connor. Connor about to get ate up. So we get these quick couple of scenes of them getting ready for the big day. Christine and Vic, they're looking at floor arrangements and just having a normal conversation. Emma and Mike are talking about wedding colors, and she want to have a tower or some type of champagne, some child. Drinks. Brittany is doing lashes, so we over at her place. And then they talk about their spots on the couch. I'm like, of course he want to sit on the opposite end of the couch from you. And then we finally start getting into finances. We start talking about her monthly expenses. And this man said, now his girlfriend said he a bald-headed lie, but 1 month, he's in sales. 1 month he can make 12,000, and then another he can make 40,000. So he tries to keep like a 6 to 8 month reserve. Yeah. Anything? I mean, ain't really much to say about Christine and Vic and Emma and Mike, but anything about Brittany and Davante, Shayna, because he liked to just play in that lady's face, and she liked to let him.
Hey, Tamika. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I can't. It's hard to feel bad for Brittany because it's like, girl, first of all, he just looks like he's lying. Like he seems like he's telling stories, but it's like, girl, you just so desperate. I guess you're like, I'm too close to the altar now. Like, I'm gonna go through with it. And it's just giving desperate. Like, please. This man is not interested. Like, I need you to at least act like you questioning him or having second thoughts. She's just smiling, like, okay, whatever you say, I believe it. And we hate to see it.
We hate to see it because it feels like you're getting ready to be humiliated at the altar. And who wants that?
Right.
Like, at least go home with a little bit of dignity, girl.
Right. You already didn't have none the whole time.
Girl.
Baby, she said, I'm not going to have a joint account. I can't wait to pay bills together. I'm like, baby, that's not the vibe he's giving, but okay.
Right. And even Emma and Mike, I'm like, I don't really care to see them because of the whole kid thing. Like, it's not giving me the warm and fuzzies.
Because they playing in each other's face, too. They playing in each other's face, too. So Bree takes Connor to meet her family in Michigan. We don't really get to see it because, I guess they didn't want to be on camera. You get to see them tasting the cake or whatever, and that's cute. Amber and Jordan, they finally get to have a civilized conversation. She finally comes home and feels like she can say 2 words to this man. And she's like, she understands him wanting to meet Emma. She's just upset. Like, why would you tell Vic before you told me? That's about the only thing I'm going to give a child. It's a simple conversation. But I mean, I kind of would have anticipated that anyway. Like, I don't know what you would think a person with no kids would feel, but I'll give her tell me before you tell somebody else. She wants him to be straight up, whether it's Emma or something else. He's worried again, like I said, that Emma doesn't like him, but you know, he says he wasn't trying to bail, and she's like she got a hard time trusting. He's like, I'm not one of your the deadbeat guys from your past that you dated in your past, so you got to get that through your head. And he says he's gonna do better communicating his thoughts when he feels them. Anita, what say you on Amber and Jordan?
Didn't we say this last week? We said last week the deal breaker is going to be how he handles the daughter. And here we are. We're in now. I understand both sides of the argument. I guess Amber could feel away. I'm not going to say you should feel away, but you could feel away. That you heard through the grapevine that Jordan is having, like, some angst or some anxiety about meeting your daughter. But that's a big step because he knows that it could be a deal breaker as well. So he's, he has a lot of pressure, and he may not want to alarm her because, as you can see, she is triggered. But in a way, I think she's triggered in a way because let's not forget that earlier, like either when she was in the pause or she was in the HQ with the women, and she was saying she don't really like men. So it also feels like a bitterness that she has, like, because she's been done wrong from baby daddies or ex-men or whatever. She kind of has like a little disdain for men. So what this looks like to me, it looks like she could be like doing a little bit of self-sabotage, like taking things and making it, like over dramatizing it, trying to, girl, I just made up a whole nother word.
She said it's the word now.
She's trying to make it a bigger deal than what it is. And I feel like Jordan is I think he's handling it right. Like, he's not getting snarky, he's not getting upset. He was like, he's apologetic. I was just like, oh, Amber, don't do that because we don't know. We haven't got there yet. And then we also said that this is not a process that we don't think single mothers with young children should go into because it's so expedited. So there's a whole lot of different situations going on there, but it's a lot going on. I'm still rooting for them, but I feel like Amber has a little bit of self-sabotage going on there.
I wondered, did she tell him, because she mentioned, like you said, I don't remember where it was, that she had dated somebody for like 3 years and they hadn't met her kid. So I'm wondering, did she share that for him to give him a little bit of, I mean, this is a different scenario. They get married, so very well he should meet her kid before they get married, because after the fact just seems like BS. Although, I mean, it's love is blind. I guess you can just get divorced. But I just wondered if she had shared that with him. Shane, do you have any thoughts on Jordan and Amber?
Yeah, I think Nina touched on it. It's just, well, one, I wonder if they're like really playing it up. Like, I'm sure they had this conversation, but kind of playing it up. Maybe the producers is like, we really need y'all to have some kind of drama because outside of this, there's really, kind of nothing going on with them. So they probably had to have some type of, strife between them. I mean, the kid is a big deal, and it's not, like Nina said, it's an expedited process. So it's like, just a few weeks ago, he wasn't thinking about being a father figure to anybody or having to be a stepdad. So it's like, that's a lot to process in a short period of time. And then he's meeting a girl literally like the day or two before they even get married. So it's like, I'm like, nice to meet you. And now I'm your stepdad. That's a lot to process. So
that's very stressful.
Yeah, I get how she feels as a mother while you have your guard up, but it's like, come on, looking from his point of view. Like, I don't even think this should have even been a thing.
That's a stressful situation for all three of them, for her, for him, and for the child. Like, right before the wedding, like, maybe,
Right.
I remember.
I wouldn't even put my child in that situation because of the timing. But I mean, of course, he had to vent to somebody. I'm sure she's been talking to
Right.
people too. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
And
kind
he
of feel like they were
keeping
trying to
it
just
pretty
make
cute.
it up.
He didn't say nothing out of the way or nothing disrespectful or like he was having hesitancy about the relationship. Like, why would you not be nervous about meeting somebody's good? And I said,
Right.
okay, Em.
If he wasn't, I would feel like, are you even serious? Do you care?
Like Alex, because Alex be trying to act like he's cool, like a cucumber all the time when we know he's just full of ish. Like that's why you're so cool and calm and collected because you ain't really about nothing, sir. That's why you're not about nothing. So next up, we have the tux fitting and the dress shopping for the men and the women. I listen. I honestly didn't take really no notes for this, y'all. We can talk about anything y'all want to talk about. The biggest thing I took from it was when the guys were over there and they were talking about Chris having nerve of nerve and balls of balls. Jordan said he would have sent him a picture of his balls. I said I can't. Um, and no one wants no parts of him. But Connor's like, because Connor says he confided in him and he used it against him to try to, kind of push up on Bree. And he did. He's like, but he's 5'6", and that's a no for Bree. I said, come on, get your little dig in, Connor. And now, I mean, that's all I really got from that, other than Brittany already had a dress, which we already knew. They see them try
Oh,
on.
girl.
And
I don't know. I don't know.
I had me to let it out. That's like I said, I ain't really take no notes. Ain't really no notes to be taken on her no dress and no tux fitting, child.
How
Nobody
you
said
gonna
nothing too crazy.
come to a show, an experiment where you get to pick out your own dress, and girl, and you bringing your own dress, girl? I don't know. It's something, and she's so beautiful. Like I don't get it. Like
We would have had two dresses. That's all.
exactly. I'm like, well, let's. I still don't understand doing it, but
Because even
anyway.
if we go to the altar, we've seen this one already. We've seen this on international. I can't even say national, international TV. So now, do you really want to use this dress and marry somebody else? Ain't that bad luck? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
Yeah,
mean, if it don't work this time, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want the dress anymore because I feel like it's tainted now. They said she
right.
got it off of Shein, and I mean, it's a pretty cute. I guess it was like, let's see the hype around the dress. Maybe her reasoning, like, oh yeah, because it shows I'm serious. Like, need to say, like, we didn't have to do all that. Like, you don't even know if you're gonna really make it with this person. Like, let them pay for the dress.
Girl, maybe she's trying to set up that whole Shein collab.
True.
She got the Shein gowns brought to you by Love Is Blind and Brittany.
The
Right.
dress was decent, but it's like it comes off desperate again. I don't know if maybe she was like, a late bloomer and that's why she has these insecurities or what's going on. I mean, I know,
Yeah.
it can be
It's
hard,
so
but
weird.
every time it just feels desperate. I hate it for her.
The only thing that I can see, and if this was the case, my ass would not be on Love Is Blind, is if maybe you got your mother or your grandmother's dress passed down and you had kind of like, put your little spin on it, adapted it to you, and you wanted to wear that for your wedding. But if I'm gonna go that far, my ass ain't gonna be on no Love Is Blind. That's the only reason I having a dress. Like my
Right.
mom wanted me to, so I made some adjustments, but we don't do that and then go get married in a month. So
Yeah, no. I don't
like
know. Even if I did do that, even if that was an option, I wouldn't do it unless I was like sure. Like I would still just take the Love Is Blind dress, and even if my
yep.
grandmother or my mother's wedding dress, whatever, it will still be sitting at home. And if I wanted to get it shipped to the, like, if you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, like if I felt like this might be it, like for real, no doubts, then get it shipped. But maybe not. Maybe do
Are you
something at home.
did somebody do two weddings like last season? They had another ceremony after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
that
so.
everybody, your friends, can attend and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I would do that and just take I'm gonna take the Love Is Blind dress that y'all pay for, and then I'll wear my dress that I picked out for my
Then if
own.
I had another ceremony, I feel like I would want to pick a fresh dress for the new ceremony. Like I don't know. At this point, she got the dress off of Shein. Like, might as well wear it, and then yeah, you might be able to get. She looked like she could be a Instagram baddie, Shein model. So
Baby,
Exactly.
now she am.
Yes, girl, she is.
I can't. I cannot. They be having some cute stuff on here. I mean, it'd all be polyester, but it'd be nice. It'd be, they be having
the
little
TikTok was showing some wedding
fashions.
dresses from Shein. I was like, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah. He having some
I want
stuff
to see
over
what's
his
going
head.
on over there. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah, I
the
see
quality
some.
looking like, but
That part.
And
That part.
seeing one in real time, like we see it like in action, it didn't look bad.
yeah, yeah,
It
then
didn't
yeah.
look bad.
I mean, all the dresses was, nothing to phone home. I mean, the dress fitting is always
I don't know.
boring.
I really like Emma's. I think Emma's was my one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Bree seemed like she didn't really like her dress, and the fact that she was having doubts about, oh, why am I having doubts about the dress? Because you don't want to marry that man. That's why. That is, it's
Exactly.
not the dress. You
Yeah.
just don't want to marry him.
Right.
That's where your doubts are coming from, boo boo. And I was like, oh, we actually going to get to see Christine put in a dress because I was kind of wary. I was like, are they going to shoot? Did they get them in time? Or are we going to have a separate scene of her going with her friends and him going with his friends? So I'm
Right.
like, oh, at least they.
Somebody recording it on their camera phone. I just feel like she didn't really like none of her dresses either. She just settled on the third one. And it's like, girl,
Right.
just be glad you here.
Well, at least I was gonna say, at least their relationship seems to be going more smoothly than everybody else, and it looks like at least will make
That's
it
what
to
they
I
should have
do.
had
So
them. They should have been there to start. They know people are going to fall off. So there was just no reason to try to have them like recording stuff on the back end just in case.
yeah, because we
Right.
went from 7 to 6, and by the time we get to the end of this, we're gonna be at 5. There's that beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. The family was there. Now, the one thing I do notice is Devontae ain't had no black friends, and that brother didn't look like he was the same nationality. So I said, okay, I guess all 5 or 6 of y'all ain't have the same daddy. I'm just
Yeah.
from what
Went
I
for the
was
same
just from what I was
beautiful.
observing.
I'm like, what town in Ohio is he from? Is there any blacks out there at all?
Probably in like a little rural town somewhere with population of 250. So probably no. And if you're not, sorry to you, whatever town in Ohio. But yeah, probably. I was just clocking everybody's friends. Vic had his people there. I was like, okay, just looking at everybody's friends. Ain't too much more to say about this. We move on to episode 11. See where the chips, something like that, child. So we kind of got to see the couples and some of their final moments. Ashley and Alex kicking that ball around, child. Devontae and Brittany taking some dancing lessons. And Connor and Bree have their final date on a train. And she's like, she wants to be the hospitable couple, like the friend that they went to visit. And he's all happy and smiling. She's like, why are you laughing at me? Are you, ma'am, relax, relax. He's just smiling. Why are you laughing at me? Are you smiling? He's smiling. He's smiling. And he's kind of trying to share with her that he feels like he has some similarities to her dad, being a protector and like making sure she's okay, just kind of naming examples where he sees her dad doing things and he's kind of doing same things. Like he real excited, okay? He ready to put on his dress and walk down the aisle. So she's like, I'm not at my best right now. When it's weird that you're falling in love with this version of me. I'm like, shouldn't you be happy about that? Like if a man can love you at your worst, that okay, child. Any thoughts on this painful final? It was a beautiful train date, but any thoughts on her commentary as she was starting to let this man know that she didn't want to marry him?
Yeah, that's all it was. She was trying to find a reason. And it's like, you don't have a good enough reason. At this point, you don't need a reason. You could just be like, you know what, this just isn't it for me. Don't leave all these mixed signals. I'm like, are you breaking up with him or not? Every time she tried, it's like, I can't tell what's going on. Because she knows she doesn't have a real reason to, sorry for the noise. She knows she doesn't have a real reason to break up with him.
She can't tell either. Because I feel like she wants to be with somebody like him. Like she wants to feel like that's what she deserves, but she don't feel like that's what she deserves. And she like that old crazy man over there talking crazy to her. So yeah. Nita, any thoughts on child? I knew
I
she gonna be
want
problematic from the time she said call her breezy. I said, oh, she about to be problematic.
No, I didn't want to talk about Brie and Connor. I wanted to talk about Devontae and Brittany. Isn't this the conversation when they was on the couch talking about the prenup and the
Mm-hmm.
finances and the girl? I was sitting up there like he may have some money, even though he doesn't look like it. But looks can be
Mm-hmm.
deceiving, Sometimes people flash their money. Some people keep money. That's why they have money. But if he does have money, he's not generous. Like somebody that has money doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have money. Same
Yeah.
way, like let's give you an example: Cam Newton and Jasmine Brown. Cam
That's a
has
perfect
money.
example.
Jasmine is scratching, surviving good times. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it's willingly, like she's trying to prove herself, but um
Mm.
Cam needs to be providing nanny service, housekeeping, chefs, all of the things of the things. So I don't understand. Like this felt like it almost felt like an out for him. Like that almost that whole prenup conflict felt like an out for him. So that's where I was going with that. And girl, red flag. He talking about don't be coming over here thinking you gonna get. I said, girl, what? You know, that's not
Yeah.
gonna work.
I didn't like that either. But even when he was telling her about the money, it's like, why did you even bring it up? Like, oh yeah, sometimes I get 40,000 a month. Sometimes it's just 10,000 a month. Why did you even do all that? Like,
And if it was that important, why are we just now having a prenup conversation? You've been trying to
right,
get rid of the lady all along. You could have led with that.
right. It's too close to it. First of all, they should automatically all have. I know they have something, but they should all automatically want prenups anyway. I don't know
Yes.
why they don't. Because
Right.
Hmm.
we
Just
see her
because of
house,
the
but did
process.
we see where he lived? I don't remember seeing his home.
I don't remember
I
because
don't remember
I think
seeing
we're
it
just
either.
now seeing hers when we went down to the basement and saw the
I saw
dash.
that she has her own home. Like
Yeah,
you
we didn't
listening to what
see
he tells you, he didn't bring any proof or anything. I didn't see any stubs, nothing to
it. Yeah.
W2. So how do you know that he's telling you the truth? Like you just
Right. He looked like a flosser anyway, right?
you already
Okay,
got one swindler on the gas. I mean, I just
baby. Yeah, I feel like he's just trying to get out of it. So they had a little date in like the hot tub, which fine. Um, and he still, like you got ladies were saying, he still has concerns. Now, the reason why I say he was just trying to pick anything because before we even got to the prenup, he said that he basically needs to sit with it, with his thoughts, and he's gonna go ghost for a little while. I said, really? Yikes! That's what we're gonna do. I may be gone hours, days. I might not answer your phone. I might not answer your text. I said he is preparing you. Um, but he lied and said he's 98% there, and she said she's worried about getting to the aisle and him saying no. I'm like,
Mm, mm,
ma'am, are you listening to anything he's saying? Because like you can save yourself a whole lot. I don't even know if they're honestly going to get to the aisle. I guess we'll find out in episode 12. They might be another one that don't make it to the aisle. Which please spare me a wedding. It's fine. Spare me a wedding.
please,
And
please.
then that's when he brings up the prenup that gives her pause, and they pray on it. I'd be like, I'm gonna go pray to myself because I don't want to pray with you because you are just you're making up stuff.
Yeah.
We also had a date with Emma and Mike. They going, I said, play with the animals. They went over there and was feeding the giraffes. And then she starts talking about wanting lots of experiences with him and her. And then she says, family child. He looked like he about to jump up out that chair. I said, man, please don't do this with this man. And so then he asked her, where is she now? And she says she feels safe and stable with him, but then she starts stuttering, child. I said, but just say no. Stop trying to appease him. Don't try to convince yourself. You don't want no kids. You don't need to have no kids. And she says she's still thinking about it. That was these three dates. Any more commentary on Devontae or Emma and Mike? Shayna?
no. I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling that Emma gonna try to turn around and say she wants to have kids just to keep that man. And I'm like, what is he saying to you that got you just switching up like this? Like, if he cared about you, he would let this happen naturally, and she would be able to come around on her own, not it feeling forced. Like I just don't do anything about it.
Right.
But I mean, it seemed like
This season
Devontae
is
should have.
giving this season giving desperation, child. These women do not have to be acting like this.
I don't know. Emma just seems so unserious to me. Like to me, it felt like she's the one that had the most options of the cast. Like she had like multiple connections. I felt like she kind of had multiple connections. But I feel like I don't know, does she talk herself out of things? Like I don't know. Like it just felt like she was so unserious. And she does feel like she's breadcrumbing. And I don't like Mike's family, and I don't think his family likes Emma. So that'll be another red flag. So I was just like, girl, I don't know what she doing. She just playing. She playing games. Like we said, she need to go sit on the lady couch. For real.
I think the family's big thing with her is I think that they're okay that she's Chinese because she got identity issues and she got all that white family. So they're like, oh, okay, we can, we good with that. I think their biggest thing is she don't want to have kids. And I think they feel like we do. Like, why would you go into a relationship and a marriage with this woman when she really telling you no, but then she's like trying to appease you at the same time. So I don't know. I think that's at least the main reason why they don't like her.
Yeah. I mean, and if I was in her families, I feel like it's the same for him, especially her sister and the mom. They like, listen, you never wanted kids. Now all of a sudden, I just don't like it. It feels like it's forced. And she's afraid she's going to lose them. She had other options, but all of her options wanted children. Like, you just need to date people who don't want them.
Yeah, and that might have been a hard way to go on this show because it seemed like most of the men, even though a lot of them didn't need none, it seemed like most of the men wanted kids. So maybe this wasn't the place for her, but she's so insecure about her identity as, being Chinese and this damn arm that's how we ended up on Love is Blind when we don't want no kids. Like,
yeah. But you know what? Now that I think about it, and we're watching Love is Blind, and then we just went through the whole America's Next Top Model. I feel like the producers knew that she didn't want to have kids, and so it was like a concerted effort to have the men all be family oriented, like as a pressure point or something, like to make fetch happen. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out
they
there.
are always cocking the storyline. You're not wrong because they pull people insecurities based upon their insecurities. They pull men of color that don't want to date color. So it's like they always looking for the conflict. So I believe it.
Because clearly, I mean, she's not even, I mean, I feel like mentally in a place where she should be on the show at all anyway, kids aside, but yet she's there. So of course they got her there for the drama.
Mm-hmm. So, child, these are quick. Amber and Jordan, they go to outer something. It's like a cute little fun place. You play games. It's glow in the dark, cute, cute, cute. And we find out that he's gonna meet Emma on the weekend, and Emma had put the ring over to the side, child. I said, Alex and Ashley, they have like a little fireside date. They talk about what they want to do and where they want to go and where they want to live. And she just want to be someplace warm. But this is a whole bunch of nothing because she was asking that man, did he have any questions? And he ain't have nothing to say. So I was like, this is, that's why he's always so cool as a cucumber because you're full of shit. But there's that. Vic and Christine, they have a cute little spa date. Baby, they're in love and they're sure. Anything about them before we get into Bree and her breaking up? About these Amber and Jordan, Alex and Ashley, or Vic and Christine? Nita?
No.
She said
uneventful. Uneventful. Okay.
Yeah. I just wish Ashley would have said right then and there, like, your lies. Like, it was just, that's what she lost me. Like, are you trying to justify him lying, like trying to like make it make sense in your brain? Like, no, what you were feeling earlier on was right, and you should stick with that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I said Vic and Christine look like they already on their damn honeymoon at their little spa thing, child.
Right.
And the fireside thing was cute if it had been another couple, child.
I mean, if they did have drama, we wouldn't know about it. So it's like we can't feel no weights about them two. But no. Ashley and Alex, I'm like, I know when it gets that close to the wedding day, it's like, all right, my family is coming and all the things. You don't want to call it off then, but it's like, come on. Hey, Elsie.
Baby, my family would have to understand. Okay, let me pull you to the side real quick. I'm not going to tell him, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be a no. So, there we are. So Bree and Connor, they're having this conversation. I don't even know how did we get here. I don't know how we got here. Okay. She goes back to this conversation talking about she's not her best self. And then we start to see Chris's influence when she starts talking about this man not being an alpha, talking about the appearance of his place and his car. And is he going to show up for her? And where's his pride? And why aren't you talking over me and ordering my food at the restaurant? I'm like, ma'am, please pick a struggle. So she says she has lots of hesitations. Well, I don't think she says she has lots of hesitations. I think I wrote down she has lots of hesitations. And honestly, she says she's not ready to go down the aisle. And he says he would have said yes. And so these two will not be wasting our time at the Ulta. Shayna, your thoughts?
What are we talking about? These bachelor and bachelorette parties?
Yeah, well, okay. So we got Bachelor Night. They watching the Monster Trucks, child, and they go to some arcade type of place. And the women have a casino night with they spouse or their spouse's face on the poker chips. That's all I really have for them Bachelor and Bachelorette parties. It was looking a little dry.
The worst bachelor and bachelorette parties we've ever had.
They said they're gonna keep spending money on this shit if y'all not gonna get married now. They ain't had no weddings last time.
Yeah, I mean it gets worse each season, but this has to be the worst. We didn't even see it for maybe for 5 minutes. Like it was awful. This everything about like we just could have kept this.
Shayna said she ain't even gonna talk about Brie. And okay, Nita, you got any comments on the Bachelor Bachelorette party or Bree's declaration of Chris's words coming out her damn mouth?
I misspelled that one. It's whack.com. I could not believe they actually aired it. Like either I would have just said y'all not doing nothing. Like, what is this? Are you kidding me? That was so whack. It was wiggity, 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 wiggity. I was just like, no, y'all. This ain't.
They said we out in the back, bring out the cornhole. Yeah, we're not doing all that. We had another show. Bring them at that out.
But you know what? Based on the likelihoods of people getting married, maybe they did scale back. I didn't think about that. They might have scaled back.
Yeah, because they're getting worse and worse, and nobody got married last season. Nobody.
But I mean, don't show them. And then when I skip
Although
over,
I think they do a couple of seasons at the same time, so I don't even know. Child.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because I mean, when they filmed, they didn't know that. Well, I'm assuming they didn't know that the other season there was nobody who got married.
Right. Which is why I think they at the 11th hour they worked Vic and Christine in, so maybe they stagger a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. What'd you say about Brie? Was it Brie and Connor? Did that come up yet? Oh no, we didn't get there yet.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about when she was giving her commentary to Connor and she broke up with him and said she's not going down the aisle and she started talking about that man not be all the things that Chris said to her. She is turning around saying to Connor. And Connor just standing there looking as stupid. So, I mean, y'all can have any commentary to say on that, y'all. So you might not have been reacting, but you definitely was listening to everything Chris said to you. Now, make sure you heard that part of it. I'll be in the F buddy too while you listening.
I mean, we knew when Connor confirmed that he would have said yes. I'm like, I knew he would have said yes. Like, I know we had hope that he would say no, but I knew he was just not gonna have no backbone. He would have said yes. Her yelling like, "What am I doing?" Like, yeah, what are you? But sometimes just because a man is nice and all that doesn't mean he's a man for you. Like if Chris is more her speed, that's exactly what she deserves. Go be with a man that you deserve. Like if he didn't call her friends with benefits, F buddy, she would definitely be over there. She might have still went over there.
Right.
I just kind of wish he spoke up earlier, or wish he brought a clue earlier because she was giving that type of energy in Cabo, and you was not picking up the blues clues then, brother. So by the time we got to now, Chris is also playing in your face. I was like, baby, listen. And I think she had got off of Chris on that at that point. It was trying to like Connor because, like you said, you don't always have to like the nice guy or the whatever you want to call him. Let me not call Connor no nice guy because we don't even know, child.
We don't really know that man.
Yeah. So
he seems nice.
She tried, and then she said, "Oh wait, Chris," and yeah, that didn't work out either.
These are still the representatives, I believe. So.
Okay.
I think so too. Elle said with him bringing flowers and things, like everything she said about him was like, okay, it's like that's not what you want. Okay, well then go with the F boys that you like.
Right. And that's okay. You could avoid it coming on the show altogether because you can get one of those or a dime or a dozen, baby. They right around the corner. You ain't have to come on the show to find one of those.
I just hate that there was still some hope. Like, oh, do you think we'll get married later? Like, y'all ain't gonna talk no more after this conversation. Just wrap it up.
Not at all.
Don't lead him on.
They might, because she is sucker for Chris the way she's a sucker for Chris, Connor is a sucker for her. So I feel like Chris gonna be chasing her, and she gonna be. I mean, Connor gonna be chasing her. She gonna be chasing Chris. Too.
The way he broke down in that confessional, I said, "Oh no." I was so sad. I'm sorry. I was so sad for him. I'm sorry.
I mean, because
I
I was
was
like,
sad and happy at the same time. I'd rather
like,
right
Yeah,
now than
he
get into that
dodged a
aisle.
bullet. He did dodge a bullet for
I
sure.
was like, yeah, it might hurt, but once he watched his back, because
Right.
clearly he's one looking at it through rose-colored glasses. Like, maybe we need to watch it back and see. Like, this was
Mhm.
not it.
Because I
Shayna,
thought
guess
she was
what?
gonna
He gives me Dr. Eugene, like he likes for women to you know,
Yeah.
kind of
Humiliation kit.
handle him like that. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And she don't like. And I get it because that's the hard thing I'll be finding too, girl. You don't want a man that you can walk all over, and you don't want a man that's trying to run all over you either. So that in between is a real hard area to get to. Because who is you talking to? And also, I don't want to have to talk to you like that. Because if I talk to you like that, it's not going to work out. If I can feel like I can talk to you the way she talked to that man, nope. It's a no for me, dog. Because I can't be talking to Toya the way she talked to Dr. Eugene. That wouldn't work.
Even Bree saying I'm not my best self. Like, why aren't you your best self? I mean, dang, it's only been a couple of weeks. Right? Like, just be honest and just say this wasn't it. You could have saved. If you cared about him, you should have cut this off sooner. But I mean, I'm glad she ended it before they got down the aisle.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I tried, and sometimes it takes another man. Yeah.
She was like, "I'm psycho. I'm a lunatic. I'm not giving you my big girl." I'm like, hold up. Let me wave the white flag. Like, okay. The whole thing is like sometimes when people tell you who they like, not even show you, tell you. Like, I mean, he likes the girl that she was showing him. He liked it to some degree, but I mean, what haven't you seen? And then she's using these words like that. I was like, girl, no. I was like, Connor, you on the first thing. What do you say?
So it seems like she ain't been nice to him since the past. He's like, "Oh, I'm a psycho." He's like, "But you're my psycho." Like, please.
I think it got worse that last conversation she had with Chris, and maybe that's what she really needed. Now, girl, you ain't but maybe that's what she needed to snap out of and be like, "Let me stop stringing this man along." And if that's what it took, then by golly, let it be that. Because
the shots that she took at him though, and like when she tried to try to make sense of it in her mind, like, "Oh, well, you don't care about how you present and all this stuff and the way you have your house." Like, if you don't like him, just say that. Like, no need to try to like throw some shade and drag the man down about his home.
Because he did her the same way Chris tried to do. Let's call her Jess.
Yeah.
The same way. But he was trying to tell Jess that he wasn't physically attracted to her, or he didn't feel the physical connection. Whatever bullshit he didn't try to tell her. I was like, y'all is one and the same. Y'all deserve each other.
I don't know why they didn't pick each other.
Yeah, and it felt like that happened. Oh, go ahead. Sure.
Oh no, go ahead, Nita.
I was saying it felt like that situation kind of happened a couple of seasons ago, where that girl, was it Chelsea? Was it Chelsea? That was Terry?
I can't remember their names. We was talking about this, the one on the jet ski.
Tearing that man down. I was like, girl.
Oh yeah, Chelsea, Megan Fox.
Yes.
Megan Fox.
The same thing. I don't know what personality type that is. Like, what makes you do stuff like it? Was it Hannah? Jay is love saying it was Hannah.
Well, Hannah.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Hannah the one who was a little heavier? Like,
oh no, Chelsea is the one that's married to Kwame. Yeah, okay, so it might have been Hannah Megan Fox, but I just know that she said she looked like Megan Fox. Child, I can't remember her real name.
I think her name was Chelsea too. Hannah's somebody else. Hannah had blonde hair.
Okay. Yeah, it was just recent. But yeah, I don't know what kind of personality type that is, but it's almost one of them type people. You know how you have to, like, you don't have to put somebody down to put somebody else up, or to put yourself up. You know how people do that or whatever. I don't know what type of personality type that is, but it's just not. It's not flattering. It just doesn't look cool. Like, I'm like, girl, it kind of made her look like a loser a little bit to me. Like,
yeah,
girl, get the hell out of here.
Because Bree and Chris were the better choice, but I think Now, I don't know about the men, but I think the women did try to initially take it seriously and let's say, let me go outside of my comfort zone. Let me do what the experiment is intended to do and pick this nice guy when I know I like the loser asshole. Let me try this. And it just, sometimes that just don't work out for each other.
Yeah. Hey, JS Love.
The one that's, she turned her partner from a boy to a man. I gotta go look, child.
Okay.
I got my
Yeah,
memory.
she
Look, I
knows.
guess it was a couple of them, child. We
Yeah,
thinking about one, maybe that's another one.
Because I'm sure there's a few men who did it too, like Chris. Like that's people's go-to when they want to end it. Instead of just saying, you know what, it's just not a good fit. I'm going on the high. You want to try to find a reason and try to tear down somebody's self-esteem.
Yeah, or
Yeah, I
make a
remember
moment
somebody
for
said that.
television. Make a TV moment or something like that. I don't know, something that they want to be known for. I don't know why, but there's that.
Maybe we get to our first wedding, child. This is another thing I don't have a lot of notes on, but it's just fine. It's okay. She says we are at Emma and Mike's wedding day. She says she is in her head about kids and being married. Her family likes him, allegedly, I guess, but not, yes, no, maybe so. He seems like he's ready, but also hesitant because he know the lady don't want no kids. Um, and apparently she just celebrated a birthday. His mom goes to talk to her. Then after she talks to her, she goes and talks with her husband to her child because she's been crying her face off for the past umpteen nights. And she's like, the last 3 times I spoke to you, done had an attitude. And she's like, I'm sorry, Mom, but you do have the worst time. And I said, oh, not you had an attitude with your mama. So the parents are trying to adjust to the concept of the show, but they just want what's best for him and for him to be happy, which is not to marry this woman that don't want no kids. So they get to the altar child because I'm trying to skim out some of the fat of this stuff. He wants her to answer first. She does. But baby, she starts to talking because he said something about the baby, which I'm surprised. She starts talking about decisions and choices and having kids and understanding me. And I was like, girl, where are we going with this? And then she's like, I just can't. And Mike's mama looked like she went to get up and come up there and punch her in the mouth. And then she's like, I can't see life without you. That's a yes. I said, now Emma. Now Emma, why would you do that being the first one to answer? Now he answered first and then you answered second, then maybe. But like I think Nita said she play all day. So clearly she do play all day. Now it's his turn. He didn't look amused. And they're gonna make us wait till next week. I said, I think you done earned yourself a no. I think he wanted you to say no, but you didn't. He said if you said yes, he was gonna say yes. But I think he knows you don't want to have kids. And when she gave that little bullshit, little trolling shit that she did, when I can't see myself without you, be like, oh hell no. Any thoughts on their wedding day?
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, so unserious. So unserious. I was just like I said, she looked beautiful. Yeah, she played in his face. And just like you said, and you remember, this was the most awkward vows. I was like, what are we saying? I'm like, you're asking her if she want to have children on the spot at the I don't know. I felt so confused. I was like, what kind of vows are these? I was like, did you want to answer? And I don't know. I was confused. And his family looked annoyed. They looked like they were ready to just get up and leave. Right? They, oh my God. And did you notice? I think, did he say when he was with the guys, I hope they asked her first?
Yes, he did. He said he hoped that he
I
asked
thought
her
I heard
first.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
He
gonna
said
play in her face.
if she said yes, then he would, I guess that would let him know that she loved him and was willing to have a kid. I'm like, I don't know if that's what that means because I think if she said yes and you said yes, she was still gonna bullshit you for as long as you was gonna let her. She wouldn't have no babies.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a no for him. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's gonna be a no. I think he's gonna say yes, but will it last? Only
You think
because
so?
Yeah, I think he might actually say yes.
Whew,
I hope he says no,
go
though.
ahead.
I hope he does say no. But I don't know. I don't think because I feel like, okay, the fact that he even left it open ended, but the producers probably told her to do her vows like that so they can have suspense and have a dramatic moment. So it's like, all right, I see why she had her vows like that. But why would you ask her about kids at the altar? Like, that is just, I don't know. I don't like them asking about the kids and putting her on the spot like that. Like, don't put her on the spot like that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But she might say, I think her saying I can't do life without you is saying like, yeah, I'm willing to have kids. But and if she has them, she's gonna resent him, and if she doesn't, he's gonna resent her. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah. If he says yes, by the time the reunion airs, they're going to be broken up because he's going to want to have some serious conversations afterwards,
Mhm.
and she's probably not going to like the pressure, the stress that it's going to be causing, and all that stuff. And I would wager that they will be not together by the reunion.
I
Yeah,
have a feeling that she's gonna try to say, okay, you know what, I am willing to have kids with you, just
just
for the sake of because she doesn't want to lose them. The way she was crying about him, like, what has he been saying to you for at least a couple of weeks that got you like
girl,
this? But I think she's gonna try to like convince herself, and then I don't know. Either way, it's not gonna work. Even if they have a child, it's still not gonna work.
baby, don't do it. Don't you go ahead and have no baby if you don't want one. And
Right. I
I
want
just
her
hate
to
to
come she
be
does it.
hard.
I want her to come to that decision on her own, not with him.
Mhm.
Like, it's too much. Like, why are you pressuring her like this? Like, it's
I
giving
think
force.
so too, Jay's love. I think that mama was really trying to keep it like if you watch her backstage, so to speak, she was really trying to keep it cute. Like I really want to say some ish, but like I'm not been crying behind the scenes, and
Yeah.
she said I don't want to get up here and be the villain, so I'm gonna just let this boy do what he gonna do. But no, I told you what I told you, okay?
Talking about she fits in. Like, does she? Because y'all didn't make her, y'all didn't really give her a warm welcome.
Yeah.
I agree, Jay's love. I think she just wants to get married, but I think that for all the women, like Bree, the only one who at least was willing to walk. Like, I think all the women are just desperate to get married. And I know she has her insecurity with her arm. Maybe she thinks she won't find anybody else out in the real world.
Girl, you can do it, child. You can do it, and your family got money. What's that dating app that the rich folks get on? Raya, whatever it is, child. Find yourself somewhere over there, something. You can figure it out. And
Right.
lead with you don't want no kids. Okay, please let you find a man that you can travel the globe with and love you the way you need it to be loved. Because please,
Yeah. She needs to really focus on that insecurity because there's nothing wrong with her. Like, she's a beautiful woman. But if she doesn't
hmm
feel that within herself, then she's gonna try to work this out and force it to work, even when they really not compatible.
Yeah, Jazz love.
no,
I
she
agree.
doesn't. I don't think she wants
I
to be an
agree.
Asian woman. I hate to keep saying that, but yep, she's like the Patrick of this season.
Well,
Because Patrick last season,
the one positive thing I say about them is that they are a cute couple. They
yeah,
do seem cute together. She looked really pretty. Like I said, her dresses was one of my favorites.
If I didn't know what I knew about him trying to force her to have kids, but I can't get past that.
yeah.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
were the same core, the same core values in life, they would be a good couple. But that
Yeah, they
that
don't.
kid is
Yeah,
that
they're
kid is a
fine.
deal.
It wasn't even like she's like, I'm on the fit. I mean, she was kind of leading the guys on in the past, like, oh, maybe I kind of, but she should have been firm. I don't know. So, but now it's like, okay, he knows. Because why would you ask that in front of everybody? Like, this is a
That was
private.
crazy. I was like, rewind, say, oh, he did say that. Okay, all right,
right.
sir.
I was sitting up there looking at the TV. I was like, is he asking her right now? Like, does he want her to say yes?
Right.
Say.
Yeah, I was like, what?
If she
Baby,
does say yes, are you going to believe her? Like, I don't know. This whole thing, like, it's just no. It's a no for me.
I don't know.
yeah.
Is there any TikTok drama about them?
Not that I saw. I mean, I've been doing
Yeah.
real bad with the drama, but I've no. I seen Devontae, Alex.
Yeah, Alex and Chris. I hear people
Yeah.
talking about them too.
But no, not him. He like Shayna said, he seems like he's all right, except for he wants the kid have kids, and he's just gonna pressure the hell out of her. That's a
Yeah.
big deal, though.
And then it's like, how soon do you want these kids? Because he's nagging about it now. Oh, my friend is having a child. Oh, somebody at my
Right.
job is pregnant right now. Like, And then you sound like you want them soon. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
And she wants to enjoy
Yeah.
themselves as a couple.
As they should, because y'all don't know each other like that. So yes, let's
yeah,
go
so they should
travel.
just know each other as a couple.
Spend some times I give it about 2 years before we start talking about kids, especially while she's 28. Yeah, she still got time.
Yeah, she got
Right, exactly. And then the self-hating thing, I mean, her situation is a little different with the adoption and all that stuff. But I mean, we got one, got a person who really don't know their culture or like it every single season now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I said she like Patrick from last season. And that lady walked out on poor Patrick. Yep,
And
he went to baby's yesterday.
Devontae obviously don't know herself either. Because I mean,
Devontae don't want the self-hating one. Like, she don't know herself. Devontae is he just hates it about
self-hate. True.
But she don't want to know. She don't want to know herself. I think she said that too, though. I think she doesn't want to know anything about that culture. I'm not too sure why. Like, what it ever did to you.
For the same reasoning as Devontae, she was abandoned, orphan. So I feel like if you gave me up, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to know nothing to do with that culture.
But that's an individual, not a whole culture. I mean, I guess it's like you said, same thing with Devontae. The Irpy is real.
I can understand. I can understand why she feels like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the wrong thing to do too. You do things for yourself. Nobody should be doing things for anybody else.
Was he like a frat boy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, they will be.
I don't know. I wonder.
I think that's another reason why she don't want to have them, because her kid's gonna be part Chinese.
That's why she don't have them. Wasn't he the one that asked about adoption though? Because then if they adopt just a Caucasian baby, they don't have to worry about that.
I don't think his parents will be too keen about that.
No, they won't. But I mean, it
ain't about them though.
Maybe
they're the surrogate. Could do a surrogate.
Surrogate's not.
I think he's the one that asked her about genetic testing. I think that was him, because she was concerned about that arm, and her heritage, and was the baby gonna yada.
Though she didn't say she had an issue carrying kids. She said she didn't want to have none.
No, I'm just suggesting that because Nita said the parents might not be okay with adoption, and I'm like, well, we can use his stuff,
but they still need her egg.
Oh yeah. Well, look, we can get somebody white's egg. No, that ain't right. I'm just trying.
Surrogate's not gonna change anything. Besides, she's not a baby, and I don't even think he would go for that. I think he must have had the whole experience.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Why did them as parents choose child? That's a good question.
Especially if they weren't going to be open to teaching her about her culture so that she could feel comfortable.
Right. That part.
That's how I felt. And y'all said that you didn't want the girl to be feeling like she was other. I'm like, well, she need to learn it. You got to figure out some way to baby spoon feed it.
She could have seeked it out herself too at a certain age.
That she wanted to. She kept saying she was feeling different.
Yeah, on both ends, I think her and the parents played a part, because eventually she was an adult and she still didn't try to.
Yeah.
Any knowledge. And she didn't tell them there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah. I mean, let me not say this because I don't know what the parents said to her, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, right, but exactly. We don't know. We only know little bits and pieces. They could have tried. If she wasn't receptive, then but it might have been because of the start. Because she knows her history. She at least knows she was in the orphanage till she was 3 or wherever the adopted were in the foster home.
Emma. Let me take Emma on down. Look, there we go. Now it's doing right, because it wasn't doing right earlier.
Yeah.
But yes, y'all, that was episodes 10 and 11. Shayna got next week, right? Over on her channel.
Is it going to be the finale and a reunion, or just the finale and then a reunion?
Just the finale. I think what they're probably going to do, because they've done that before, is it might be Wednesday is the weddings, and then they might give us like the reunion on like Sunday.
Live at nighttime or something.
Yeah, which I
hate that.
I hope they don't do.
Right.
But
I don't think they're gonna try to do live anymore, because that was a flop.
It was.
Well, not live, but live to us, if that makes sense. Well, maybe it's not live, but they dropped it on a Sunday at a certain time.
Dropped it for us live. It's not really live.
Yeah. Or I guess it's not really live. They dropped it like Sunday night at like 8:00 or something.
Yeah, like a pre-record.
El Cid answered in the comments. And James, look, we did talk about Vic and Christine earlier, so yeah, definitely check the replay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, because I hope that's better, child.
Yeah.
Not that I want to stretch it out, but I don't want us to do a live on Sunday and then they doing the reunion on Sunday and then we gotta we're gonna be a whole week late. It's crazy.
To get this over with.
Yeah. Here, I think there's some more comments. Somebody asked a question.
Did I miss y'all talking about Vic?
Yeah, we talked
about what, baby?
A little bit we did have to say, oh, thank you. Wednesday 11th at 9 p.m. Thank you. Yeah, it must be hard not wanting anything to do with China, but looking in the mirror each day. And that's what she was saying. She never fit in and all type of stuff. I was like, oh, baby. Yeah. It's just there. Yeah. Like we've been saying, I think somebody said that earlier that she needs therapy rather than marriage for sure.
Yep.
And Lord knows if it was a legit agency or not, child.
And that's no shade, baby. We all could use a little bit of therapy. So don't think.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a self-care thing. Everybody could use a little maintenance, figure out what's the things you can improve on, the things that's bothering you.
Well, Elsie's on a live watch party.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Sid has a channel as well.
Oh, okay. I gotta go over there and subscribe. Okay.
I feel like I always see El Cid on somebody else's channel I watch.
Probably Shayna. Shayna is the great connector. Okay, I be finding all kinds of content creators over there on Shayna. Shayna be, I'm like, who is this person? Shayna be like, yeah, they got a channel. All right, girl. I'll be like, subscribe.
Right. No. Are they on
She's done a lot with
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It felt like I see
who?
Little
Kojo.
Okay. Excuse me. I got to keep up. I haven't watched the Kojo live in quite some time though. I got to keep up. Okay. He be having some intense lives. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Shayna's got next week, child. 7:00, I guess. So you keep your notifications on. We won't do these weddings. Hopefully we won't see Brittany go to the altar and we'll find out the rest of the results. I don't know if you ladies want to give your final predictions before we say what we got going on our channel, starting with Shayna.
I gotta think of the couples in front of me. I mean, we know Vic and Christine will be a yes, and Amber and her fiance, whatever his name is,
Jordan.
So I feel like them too. Emma.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think I'm on the fence with them. And then I think Ashley's going to say no at the altar. And I think Devontae will probably end it before they get to the altar. Have a good night, Elsie.
Good night. Thank you. Nita, what do you think? What are your predictions? Same. I'm pretty much on the same lines as Shayna. Although I don't know if Amber and Jordan's going to get married. I think that might be a no. I think we only might get Vic and Christine.
I'm still rooting for them. But yeah, chances are, I say 60-40, Jordan and Amber, but definitely 100% with Christine and Vic. And hopefully Brittany will leave him. She should have left him when she said that his grandfather, he needed to deal with them issues. She should have left in, honestly. So hopefully she will not let him play in her face at the altar. So that would be unfortunate for her because she's such a beautiful girl. And everybody else is a no. Everybody else, hopefully. I don't know, that girl that's with Alex.
Ashley better on her daddy. She better not say yes.
She better not. That's what I say. I was like, I think she might say yeah,
She be about a fool the way. But somebody in the preview was saying something about lying. So I wonder if she gonna get up to the altar and be like, "Cause you'll be lying."
We'll see.
What you got going on your channel?
Oh, well, I just dropped a wig review and a get ready with me for ladies that's over 50 years old. Something not what the young kids is doing. We just doing a little tit tit tat tat. And also too, what did I do? We just finished up A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And that's all I have on there. But I do have a lot of content that you can go through and check out. Reality TV, Love is Blind, all of the things. Check it out. And I'm going to try to get more content up as my mood improves. Okay, y'all? So check it out. Keep your notifications on. Subscribe.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes. What you got going on, Shayna?
I'm gonna do a Bell Collective, and then I'm doing our panel for Married to Medicine on Tuesday. So that's with me and Kara, Candy Loves TV, and Mo 69. And other than that, keep the notifications on. I don't know what else is, what new shows are coming out, so I have to see what I'm in the mood to post. But again, then we'll be back for Love is Blind next week.
Yes, Lord. Hey, Mochi. Oh Lord, as for me, I did 2 videos, one for Double Trouble, just a solo breakdown of that, and then I did one comparing Double Trouble to Twin on Tubi. If you haven't checked those out, I'm gonna try and get a watch list out to y'all sometime in the next couple of days. Join us tomorrow for Cross. Got a Cross panel tomorrow. Tuesday is the Beauty, as well as Married to Medicine. And then, like Shana said, we'll be back here Sunday for Love is Blind, and probably another weekly huddle next week. And just keep your notifications on. I think that's all. I don't think I'm squeezing in nothing else, but keep your notifications on. Subscribe to everybody's channel. Anybody coming through on the replay, leave a comment, #replay. Give us your thoughts about this season. I know, the seasons are a little anticlimactic, but, we do what we can, So let us know. We appreciate everybody. And if we can get a little, oh, wait, let me put this on the right thing, Sean, because Lord knows. We'll see everybody in the next one. Peace out, y'all.